back's turned. Origi turns, shoots.
Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. I've sold things. Let's have a look what we sold. So Thorgan Hazard has sold. Thorgan, still don't know. 9k. Got rid of those stadiums. Another bronze player has gone. Let's just relist everything. I was going to go through and make sure that a few of those players were reasonably priced, but we'll just list it again and see what happens. So today, we're still in a spot where I'm chasing rank 2, but more importantly, I'm chasing FUT Champs points. As you can see, I've got a few more than yesterday. We played a couple more games. I wanted to get a Coutinho review done. I've actually discovered Coutinho is better in the middle than he is where he is right now. So we'll make Alcacer fit again. So custom tactics wise, what I'm going to do from now on is I'm not going to play Coutinho there. I'm going to play him as a cam, and I'm going to play Julian Brandt as a left side. Julian Brandt seemed to work quite well there. I'm not quite sure whether we're going to need to give him a different chem style to boost the pace or anything, but at the moment at least, when I switched him in game a couple of times, it seemed to work, and we were losing 1-0 at half time in one game. The first time I tried it, we were losing 1-0. I was holding the ball well, but I was awful. I just couldn't really get to grips with what was happening. I couldn't make anything happen. I couldn't get in front of goal, create any chances or anything. And then I switched them. Coutinho in the middle, Brandt left. Game finished 4-1. Absolute domination, and Coutinho got 1 goal or 2 goals, 2 assists, something like that. He had a hand in every goal, I know that much. Just phenomenal. So that's what we're going to do from now on. I'm hoping that that's the key that opens the door to better results. But we're going to take a break from that for now, and I am going to use 15,000 coins. Even though I want to buy maybe the one to watch Brandt, I might buy the one to watch Hazard. I don't know yet, but either way, hopefully at least we'll get enough money back from this draft that we won't be losing any. But I don't know why. I actually feel like playing draft this year. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit better at the game than I have been in previous years, but I think we might have to play 5 at the back here. 5-2-2 doesn't look terrible. We could use the full backs overlapping. 5-3-2 is a little bit more spread, might be a thing. I don't want to use 3 at the back. I'll be horrendous. We'll get knocked out first round. I'm tempted to go with the 5-3-2. So that's what I'm going to do. 5-3-2 it is. 5-2-2 might have been a better one. I don't know. Who cares? 5-3-2 it is. Oh, we've got to go with little Kenny Dalglish. Do you know what? I'm well excited. I wanted Pele, but Dalglish will do, and I think I'm going to go with Bobby Firmino here as well. Might get it. So should we see how many Liverpool players we can get in this draft? Let's see if we can get I don't know if they're going to be able to give us anyone like John Barnes or anything, but no Premier League players there. Sensi, who's going to get an inform on Wednesday. Tempted to go with Zachariah because he's got a shadow on him as well. Yeah, we'll go with Zachariah. If we have to go Bundesliga here, then I will down this right-hand side, or the left, whichever one we get the players for. We've got Jorginho. We're going to have to go with Jorginho to the link with Firmino. Vidal is the better player, but obviously, yeah, the links are just all over the place right now. Let's see what other central midfield player we get. Please give me someone that links. Oh dear. I might have to go with Arnold or Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has a shadow. I love a shadow. Let's go with Ward-Prowse. His passing, by the way, very good for a 79 rated card. And with a shadow as well, you would imagine he wouldn't be a bad little CDM. So, there's that right now, I guess. Let's go for the right wing back. We could get Danny Da Costa here, actually. Or not. Is that his name? Danny Da Costa? Did I just make that up? I don't know. Nathaniel Klein doesn't have a shadow, and I'm a bit upset by that. There aren't any other Bundesliga players in there. I'm tempted to go with DeMarcos, despite the fact that he's got a hunter on him. Doesn't make much sense. Do I go with Nathaniel Klein or DeMarcos? Or do we go with Danilo, who has a shadow? He's Brazilian. Let's go with Danilo. It makes no sense, but we're going to go with him. Let's go for the left wing back. Give me Digne. Or I'll get Robertson. That's fine. Obviously, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to try and get as many Liverpool players in here as I can. We've got to go with Puyol. I'll pick the keeper in a minute. Puyol is going to help link Danilo. I've got to go. Lindelof is actually a very good pick anyway. Lindelof's a very good card in this game. So we'll do that right now. That makes sense. De Gea in goal would be sexy. Magic. Let's get Alisson. Let's get Alisson. You know, oh, what the? Well, we're gonna go with Lonergan. I won't do this every time we do a draft, but because we had Dalglish and then Firmino straight after, I kind of felt like I had to go all Liverpool. It was too good an opportunity to pass up. But for right now, we've started to hit a bit of a brick wall. Berkey doesn't work. Well, to be fair, none of them do. None of them work. We don't get a link to the keeper with the fullback, so Szczesny isn't going to work. I'm going to take Alexandro because, again, he's got a hunter. Although Carrasco wouldn't be a bad sub, actually. I really do like Carrasco, but I'm going to go with Alexandro. He could come on as a midfielder, like a CDM, maybe, if we're desperate. Another icon. Lionel. We could play Lionel Messi off chem as a right wing back. I don't know how. What's his stamina like? Dodgy. We could go with Okocha could go as a right wing back, or he could go as a central midfield player. Should we just take Okocha? I think I'm going to have to here. I know a lot of people are like, no, just take Messi. What are you doing? I'm going to take Okocha, and I'm going to play him instead of Zachariah. We have our CDM already in either Jorginho or Ward-Prowse because he has that chem style. So we want a cam, and our cam is obviously now JJ Okocha. So for right now at least, Danilo actually works, but we need a better goalkeeper, that's for damn sure. We've got Gareth Bale as an option. We've got Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto works in terms of chemistry because of Puyol and the fact that we've got an icon in there anyway. But I actually like Danilo because he's got that shadow. I don't think Sergio Roberto really adds an awful lot. I'm thinking maybe as a super sub we'd go with Neymar. So there we go. I was going to do something a second ago. Let's go pick the goalkeeper because we know we're going to go Premier League. We need a Prem keeper. Or an icon. And Van der Sar is that icon. There we go. So we have our team. It's done. Now all we need is just little improvements. A better centre-back for Lindelof. Not that it would be a bad thing if we had to use Lindelof. And maybe a better CDM instead of Jorginho or Ward-Prowse. Oh, we've just picked up De Gea, which is really irritating. It's just not necessary at this stage. Marquinhos is there. That gives us a... I mean, we could make that work, I guess. That would work. Let's pick up Marquinhos. What we'll do is we'll put him instead of Lindelof. We'll move him over, and then we'll move him over, and Bob's your uncle and your dad. That works tremendously. We've got the bird chip at centre-back. I don't mind it at all. Let's see what our final reserve player is. Mata. Is Mata better than Ward-Prowse? I don't think he is because he's got an engine which gives him 5 acceleration, but I think I'm just going to take Kolarov because, again, as a CDM, he could actually do a bit of a job. Got a basic chem still on him, though. Let's go from the back to the front, make it a little bit more exciting. We've already had our silver players. Ooh, João Cancelo. I actually really like João Cancelo in this game. I think he's probably the best right back I've used. We could go for Koulibaly with a shadow, though, instead of Marquinhos. I kind of feel like I want to take... I want to go and have a look to see what Danilo is like with a shadow, but I can't. If I take João Cancelo, I've got to play Lindelof instead of Marquinhos. If I take Koulibaly... I'm taking Koulibaly. I'm sorry. We're going to take him instead of Marquinhos, and we're going to do that instead. I apologise if I've upset anyone, but it's my draft, and I'll ruin it if I want to. I'm going to take Danny Rose, just because. Why not? Moving on. Oh, we get Delaney in there. We don't get anyone else worthwhile. I can't use Delaney. Although, no, I can't use Delaney, which is a massive shame. It's close though, isn't it? I could use him off chem. Let's take Delaney. We could maybe use him on 7 chem. I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. Capoue, bit slow, bit pointless. I'm looking mainly for super subs. I don't think any of these. I'll take Christian Tello just for pace purposes. I wouldn't mind picking up anyone semi-usable, really. Oh god, all these are terrible. Does anyone have a... Nope. None of them. I'll just take Klaus because why not? And the final player for the draft is Shocker. Absolute shocker. In form on Wednesday, anyone? He is, though. He is. Oh, God. Look at the state of his dribbling. I mean, I don't care. I'll just take him. Okay, so we have Neymar as a super sub. We also have Alexandro as a, I wouldn't say super sub, but a sub. And we also have Zachariah instead of... Yeah, we'll do that. So, it's not a bad draft, to be fair. I'm not massively happy with Ward-Prowse or Jorginho, but the defence is extremely solid, and we do have Kenny Dalglish in there. Let's pick our manager. Give me Klopp. Not written in the stars. We don't have a Premier League manager either, do we? Bit of a shame there. We'll take him because he has glasses. No other reason why. Well, I mean, to be fair, it is a 186. It's not a bad team. And if I can get the settings correct, then you never know. So rather than record the draft live, I thought I would do it pre-recorded because then A, I can actually play it in the night, and of course I can try and pay attention because it's very difficult to play the game and talk at the same time. However, the gameplay that you're seeing is actually post-patch. So of course EA have announced the patch, the pitch notes are out, and I'm going to do a dedicated video on it later tonight if you want to see the ins and outs of it. But we might as well talk about it today. I wasn't going to, but we might as well just talk about it. So on PC, it's out. Okay, so I am actually playing on the patch. So the goalkeepers are improved. There's loads of things that they've mentioned in it, but I'm going to give you a little rundown as to, in my opinion, what has changed. So we play a few draft games, of course. I've played some rival games. All that is in here. You can watch all the footage. Of course, it is edited down, so you can see bits and bobs, but you won't be able to see most of the contain and the second man press and just the defensive side of it, really, because I don't really show that many sort of clips of me winning challenges. I don't know whether you want to see that or not. If I remember to put a poll in this video, right, I will do that in editing. I've never really asked the way people want to see the clips edited down. Would you want to see... Well, that's a great effort, and I really should have scored there. But would you like to see more of me defending in FIFA 20 when it comes to things like, obviously, the upcoming Foot Champs and Rivals gameplay? Would you want to see the defensive side of things? If I do make a challenge at the back and we win the ball back, it doesn't necessarily come to anything, like we don't hit him on the counter or anything, but you can see me defending. I'll put a poll in the top right, I think, as you're watching this. If I remember, if I don't remember, I do apologise. Put it in the comments, but I'll try and remember. People kept asking me to put more polls. So how do I feel about it then? Well, contain has gone. If you used contain to defend, stop doing it now because you're going to really struggle even more so if you have another week of just containing. Unless, of course, you just want to try and reap the benefits of it now and obviously try and finish as high as you can in Weekend League or Rivals or something. But yeah, contain is now useless. So if you use that to defend, I know a lot of people were doing one drop back with contain and you could pretty much defend, well, it wasn't impossible to break down, but it was very difficult to break down. You can do one drop back now if you want, but it's so much easier to beat the defense now that you can't really contain. Second man press has been nerfed slightly as well, to the point where they don't run to get in front of the attacker anymore. I've noticed. I think that was in the pitch notes as well, but second man press is something that I used to use a lot. It's almost pointless now. Now and again you'll want to use it just to maybe move the defender slightly to the left or to the right or something, but ultimately contain and second man press are kind of dead in a way. Like I said, you can still use second man press to a degree, but I love that, right? I know not a lot of people are going to complain about it. Oh, it was hard enough to defend anyway, and now they've taken away contain, blah blah blah. But honestly, I mean, maybe I'm a bit biased because I didn't use it and I was finding it difficult to break down defenses because they were literally just drop back contain. But I find it to be much better now to play the game, far less frustrating to play the game than it was before the patch. We got knocked out in the second round to a very dodgy corner. Incidentally, right, me and Multiplayer HD last night were trying to give him the corner objective. So we went into we found each other in a Rivals game, and I literally just kept giving him corners on my main account, and he had 25 corners with me moving the keeper and moving defenders out before he could actually score a header, which is what he needed. And that guy there has 3 corners and scores. It's just typical. But we get knocked out. We pick up the rewards, which we'll open live in a second. Of course, there is an SBC to open as well. And I went into some Rivals games because obviously I need to pick up some points because we still haven't qualified for Weekend League. I'm more than confident we're going to do it, and we'll probably finish rank 2 this week as well for Rivals. You'll see a lot, and you probably already have, rebounds. Have they been fixed? Because you seem to be scoring a lot of them. I think there's going to be a common misconception with rebounds and the fact that rebounds exist in real world football, and if you hit a football at a goalkeeper at almost point blank range, chances of him actually holding on to it slim to none, right? So he's going to it's either going to hit him and come back into play, he's going to parry it, etc. So yeah, I've been scoring a fair few amount of rebounds. I think I get quite a few in the next game as well, but they're sort of natural rebounds. The keeper is pushing the ball to the left or the right of the post, but it is falling to another one of my players. I do not overload the box, but I do load the box with both strikers, the cam, and potentially 2 centre mids as well. So I do have a lot of bodies in there, so the chances of the ball falling back to one of my players is actually quite likely. So I've spoken to a few other people who play on PC, and they say that it feels a lot better now, the rebounds. Goalkeepers are better. Van der Sar in particular was absolutely insane for me. That was a poor effort on my part. I should have scored that, definitely. Ball comes in here from Alcacer. It's blocked. We managed to get it back. Little drag back, and again, a great save. But it's not he couldn't catch that. He's obviously saved it, but he's not going to be able to just instantly push it away because it was, 4 or 5 yards out that I took that shot. You try and play football and go in goal and have someone smack a ball at you from 5 yards. You tell me you'll be able to hold on to it or push it to the left or to the right. It was a natural save that just went back into the danger zone, and it happens all the time. So I think people are going to complain about it, but if you really break it down and look at it, go watch the replays after you've calmed down, after you've lost or whatever, and you'll be like, do you know what, actually, yeah, the ball came back naturally. There's no way he would have been able to catch that. Near post is definitely still a thing, which is nice. Like normally in that situation I would have taken another touch. I would have tried to go across the keeper. Maybe I would have cut inside a little bit, gone for a finesse. It's much easier to just kick it near post these days. I love going for near post finishes. That's the go-to for sure. A bit of a dodgy corner rebound situation going on there. I was a little bit enraged by it because I absolutely dominated this guy in terms of chances. Every time he had a lot of the ball, to be fair, but he didn't do anything with it. He was okay at attacking, but I think I've gotten better at defending. And we get in there with Paco Alcacer and we score a goal. It was a great pass through. And we see the game off 4-2. I think he might actually score a 90th minute goal. Obviously, at this point, you've pretty much won the game, so I don't think you really need to worry about it. Ball's played here, it's dodgy. In fact, that was it. I remember now, because this was about, 16 hours ago, maybe even less than I played that. After I scored the 4th goal, and it wasn't just for me, it was for him as well, the game went super slow. It was almost like we were all stuck in the mud. The passes were proper error prone. We were both passing the ball, and it was obviously not going to anyone that we wanted to pass it to. The interceptions were rife, and it was for him and me. You could tell he was struggling as well. He was getting frustrated with it as well because he kept slide tackling. He wasn't doing that throughout the rest of the game. So yeah, a bit of a pain in the backside. Luckily, we were 2 goals clear at that point anyway. This is the SBC. It is Wan-Bissaka's move. We had to submit a 79 rated team, and obviously the requirements are there on the right hand side. We are giving up 3 players there that I kind of wouldn't mind keeping in Munyain, Rugani and Itzo, but it is what it is, and we do pick up a pretty decent pack there. It's a small rare gold players pack, which is essentially half a 50k pack. And together with what we managed to get from the draft, not that it was anything great, we are going to have a couple of packs to open. We've managed to sell a few things, nothing too crazy, bit of the bronze packs. I haven't actually opened any bronze packs since you last saw. I need to reduce the price of some of these players because obviously they're not worth that. Yeah, see, he's not worth anything anymore. Maybe the SBC's expired, maybe he was never worth that much and I was being conned by people trying to price fix these Swiss players. I don't know. I wonder why no one else was saying, wow, Swiss players are worth a lot. They just aren't. I probably could have put them in the club, actually, thinking about it. I am pretty stupid. So, yeah, these aren't selling for anything. I think I'm probably going to sort these out after, rather than do it in front of you now. Let me put him back to the club, and then I'll just... Wait, let me see if he's worth anything. Yeah, he's still worth a bit. So 4 something. Let's see if we can get rid of him for 3.9. If I can sell him for 3.9, I'll be more than happy. Relist everything else just to see if we can get anything gone. Bronze packs are definitely something I'm going to do. I just haven't had time the last couple of days to actually really do many. We've got a concept in here. Munyain was down. And we obviously just got rid of him in an SBC. There we go. So that's the team. Nothing's changed. We've still got 100,000. I am very tempted to sell Nabry. I don't know if yesterday, of course, they made a mistake. Let me go back and check Nabry's price because I think they've made a mistake. They accidentally released the UCL cards, which should be live by the time you're watching this. They accidentally released the UCL cards. Oh no, they did. They brought his price down to 20k because obviously they released those cards in packs accidentally. They didn't mean to do it, and the ones to watches that were in packs were taken out and the UCL cards replaced them, and then every other card, like I opened a 15k pack on my other account and I got Aspilicueta, but he was the UCL version. They're exactly the same rating this year, so I don't really understand the point in them. I think it's more to do with SBCs that they'll be releasing, so you'll want to collect as many as you can. I think if they do go cheap and people are, happy enough to just list them up for next to nothing, we've got quite a few decent players in there actually. Then I think you should probably take advantage of that and buy a few of them cheap. But yeah, there's quite a few players in there actually that would probably sell. This guy, I think Union Berlin silvers and bronze players. If you are doing bronze pack method or opening some silver packs or something, keep all of the Union Berlin players, regardless whether they're gold, silver, bronze, whatever. For if they bring out league SBCs, they will be a high-priced commodity because they do have a lot of silvers and quite a few bronze cards as well. So this is the 5k pack. We're not going to get a rare card there, unfortunately. Yeah, what was I saying about Nabry? I don't like him. I'm not a fan. I want to review him, but I don't want to say he's bad because everyone else is going to be like, what are you talking about? He's class. And I hate, I hate that when you've got an opinion, someone else has an opinion, and then they hate on you because you have an opinion. It's like, I'm not saying he's bad for everyone. I'm just saying I don't like him. But there we are. I'm keeping everything now because of the UCL content that we should get at 6. Obviously, you guys probably already know about it. But I will obviously want to do a few of those packs. So I'm keeping all of the rares and non-rares and what have you just in case. I've got a bad feeling about this small rare gold players pack. On my main account, I didn't even get a board. And I have a feeling that that's going to be the same today. I would love to pack something. I probably don't deserve to because we've had Ramos, of course, and that sort of spurred us on to get really good stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this. Let's hope, shall we? Let's hope that we get something good. Just a board, right? It doesn't have to be a walkout. Just a board. Come on, EA. I mean, has anyone got anything good from those? I've got a funny feeling that they've done something to that pack and lowered the weight or something, because that's 2 I've opened without a board. That's a bit dodgy. That is a little bit dodgy. Naby Keita though, he's not worth anything, so I don't know why I got excited. Upamecano is not worth anything. He's a little bit pacey though. Not that we can use him instead of who we have because he's nowhere near as good. But yeah, a couple of players in there we could use for something. That's very unfortunate, I won't lie to you. Where are we? We are still rank 3. But as you can see, we're very close to rank 2. Of course, tomorrow evening is when it shuts, or early hours Thursday morning, I should say. So we should be fine. What rewards do we get? We're in Division 5. I'm teetering on the edge of sort of the mid. I drop a few, I gain a few, I drop a few. I think I've got to grips with the game a little bit more now, and after the patch where people can't contain anymore, I am exposing more defences. So theoretically, at least, we should be able to get to Division 4 quite comfortably over the next few days. I'm not actively trying to do it because I don't really care about the rivals or anything, but in terms of rewards, obviously I don't care about the coins. Tradable packs is what we want to look at. We get a 50k pack and a mega pack. I think what I'll do, and I said I'd do this last year and I didn't do it, I think what I'm going to do is when there's a promo on, so Scream or Team of the Year or whatever, we'll take untradables, because obviously we'll have a greater chance of packing something. I thought I just went over to... Yeah, we'll have obviously with 250k packs and 2 mega packs, you'd have a much greater chance of packing one of the promo cards. But seeing as how the only promo on right now is ones to watch, and I'm not really that bothered by any of them, I think we'll just take tradable, because like I said, I want to keep the account as liquid as I can. Obviously, taking coins would be even more liquid. We'd need to make 44,000 coins from the packs that we opened, but there's a fair chance we could do that, because there's a lot of 82s worth like 20, 25k. But that's the plan, to finish rank 2. And obviously we'll have to keep plugging away with our squad battles as well. I haven't even played a game yet, but we do have quite a few easy opponents that I can put on Legendary and pick up some nice easy points with. Just to give you a quick rundown, we've hit level 15 on the season progression. We've got 38 days left, and I think we're halfway now, aren't we? Yeah, we are just above halfway, which is nice. XP should realistically come thick and fast from this point onwards, though, because obviously the weeklies give you a lot of XP, and they should be releasing a few more here or there, maybe even some Champions League objectives or something. There is plenty of space at the top there as well for more tabs, so you never know. But I can't wait to get that 8-bit Tifo. I'm not a massive fan of Tifos, but I kind of want to go with the 8-bit theme and just keep it for the rest of the game. Just shy of 3,000 XP required for that, though, so it is a lot. As far as the ones to watch, I need to start knocking these down. We've only got 5 days to do it, so I do really need to start plugging away at some of these, because some of them are challenging. And I think that's pretty much where we are. I mean, what's this one? Score a header in 2 separate rivals matches using a player or players who have 82 or higher physicality. That won't be too difficult to do, I don't think. All I need to do is sort of break into the box, wait for a player to be sort of, we can cut up the keeper, but instead of playing it on the ground, just tap it so we can dink it and then just nod it in. I think we should be able to do that okay, hopefully. That's going to mark the end of the episode, though. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, then do me a favour and hit that like button. If I've remembered, I will put the poll in the top right. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.